There is abundant evidence in our hands that you have given yourself to the reading of fortune. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know then that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence for the court.
You will keep your seat!
Thomas Putnam is reaching out for land.
Remove him, Marshal!
You're hearing lies! Lies!
Arrest him!
I have evidence. Why will you not hear my evidence?
Giles!
Out of my way, Cheever. I bring evidence.
Giles, you cannot go in there. It's a court.
Pray be calm a moment, Mr. Corey.
You, Mr. Hell, go in there and demand I speak.
A moment, sir, a moment.
You'll be hanging my wife.
How dare you come roaring into this court? Who is this man?
Giles Corley, Your Excellency, and a more contentious
I
man.
asked the question and I'm old enough to answer it. My name is Corey, sir. Giles Corey. I have 600 acres and timber in addition. It is my wife you'd be condemning now.
And how do you imagine to help her cause such contentious riot? And be gone! Your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this.
They're telling lies about my wife, sir.
And then you take it upon yourself to decide what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Your Excellency, we mean no disrespect for...
Disrespect indeed. It is disruption. This is the highest court for the supreme government of this province. Do you know?
Your Excellency, I only said she were reading books and they come and take her out of my house for...
What books? What books?
And it's my third wife, sir. And I never had no wife that'd be so taken with books. Do you understand? And I thought to find the cause of it. Do you see? But there were no which I blamed her for. I have broke charity with the woman, sir. I broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence for his wife's defense. I think in all justice you
Let
must...
him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. You are certainly aware of our procedures here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
We are desperate, sir. Francis and I, we come for 3 days now and cannot be heard.
Who is this man of whom you speak?
Francis Nurse, Your Excellency.
His wife's Rebecca that were condemned this morning.
Indeed. We'll let him write his plea, and in due time
Your
I will...
Excellency, we have proof for your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. The girls, sir, the girls are frauds.
What's what?
We have proof of it, sir. They are all deceiving you.
It's contempt, sir, contempt.
Peace, Mr. Pez. Do you know who I am, Mr. Coy?
I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
And do you know that near to 400 are in the jails, from Marlborough to live, and upon my signature, and 72 condemned to hang by that signature?
Your Excellency, I never thought to say it to such a weighty judge, but you are deceived.
Mary Ward, what are you about here?
She wishes to speak to the Deputy Governor.
Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honor. When I go to fetch her to court last week, she said she were sick.
She has been striving with her soul all week. She comes now to tell the truth to you.
Who is this man?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor's my wife.
Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief.
Excellency, I think you must hear the girl. She claims...
Peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits.
Never saw no spirits?
Never.
Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out the story in the village?
We have not.
This is a clear attack upon the court, Your Excellency.
Is every defense an attack upon the court? Can no man...
Peace, Mr. Hale. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the contention for staging these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
That were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
There were pretense, she said.
Indeed. And the other girls? Susanna Walcott and the others. They are also pretending.
Aye, sir.
Indeed. Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether or not I shall hear your evidence, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts all consuming. Are you certain in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth?
It is, and you will surely know it.
I take it was your intention to declare this revelation in open court before the public.
I thought I would, with permission.
What is your purpose in so doing?
Why? I would free my wife, sir.
That's all? There looks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine the proceedings of this court?
I know, sir.
I tell you straight, Mr. Proctor, I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people struck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have seen people choked before my very eyes by spirits. And I have until this moment not the slightest suspicion that the girls might be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike upon you odd that so many women have lived so long with such an upright reputation and...
Mr. Proctor, do you read the Gospel?
I read the Gospel.
I think not. For surely if you did, you would know that Cain were an upright gentleman, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us Rebecca Nurse murdered 7 babies by sending out a spirit on them? It is the children only. And this woman will swear she lied to you.
Mr. Cheever?
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, your wife has sent me claim that she is pregnant with child.
My wife? Pregnant?
There be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
Well, if she says she's pregnant, she must be.
Could she not be lying?
A woman cannot lie, sir. She cannot.
If I were to tell her that I would have her kept another month, and if she began to show her natural signs, she would be kept another year until she is delivered, what say you? Come now. You say your only desire is to free your wife. Good then. She is saved at least this year, and the year is long. It is done now. Will you drop your charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
They have come to overthrow the court, Your Excellency.
These are my friends. Their wives are also...
I judge you not, mister. Sit down. I am ready to hear your evidence. Mr. Cheever, go into the court and bid Judge Stockton and Judge Sewell declare recess for an hour. And let them go to the tavern if they will. All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
Your Excellency, if you'll forgive me, I've known this man all my life. He's a good man.
I'm sure, Marshal. Now, Mr. Proctor, what is this deposition you have for us? I bid you be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
Well, I'm no lawyer,
The
so
true in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
you take this first, sir. It's a sort of testament. People on it, who with their names on it, declare good word of my wife, Martha Corey, and Rebecca.
Get good word.
These are all covenant people, landholding farmers, members of the church. If you notice, sir, they've known my wife and the other girls for a long time, never saw any dealings of witchcraft.
How many names are on this list?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave them all my word that no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is an attack upon the court, Your Excellency.
Mr. Paris, I ask you, is every defense an attack upon the court?
All innocent and Christian people are happy for the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. And I think you shall want to know, Your Excellency, from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think. But
These are all covenanted Christians, sir.
then they should have nothing to fear. Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn up for all of these. Arrest for examination. Now, what other information do you have for us? You may sit down, sir.
I brought trouble on these people. I have.
No, man. You have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience, but you must understand. A person is either with this court, or you must be counted against it. There be no world between. This is a short time now, a precise time. We live no longer in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the sun is up, and him that fear not the light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. She's not haughty, I say.
No, she's not. Mary, remember what the angel Raphael said to Tobias, boy.
Do which is good, no harm will come to thee.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Give him mine.
Aye.
Oh. What lawyer drew this up, Mr. Coy?
I never hired a lawyer in my life.
It is very well phrased. Our compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is still in court, will you please bring him back? You have no legal training, Mr. Coy?
I have the very best, sir. I'm 33 times in court and always plaintiff, too.
You are much put upon.
I'm never put upon. I know my rights and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine. Might be 35 years ago, I think.
Indeed?
He never spoke to you of it?
No, he has not.
That's strange. He gave me £9 damages. He were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare that time, and this fellow come to borrow the mare. Aye, there he is!
Mr. Putnam, I have an accusation from Mr. Coy. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs, who is now in jail.
Is a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your accusation is a lie. What say you?
A fart on Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that.
What evidence do you have of your charge, sir?
My proof is there. If Jacobs hangs for which he forfeits up his property, that's law. And there's none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a piece. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
But proof, sir, proof!
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say, the day his daughter cried out on Jacobs, he said she'd give him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man who gave you this information.
I cannot give you no name.
And why not?
You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give his name.
This is clear contempt of the court, Your Excellency.
Mr. Coy, surely you will give us his name.
I will not give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand here.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for contempt of a hearing.
Oh, it is a proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare court in full session here, or will you give me good reply?
I cannot give you no name. I cannot.